Good morning. Day 18 of my Hume and Hovell walk. It's another very, very brisk morning. My fingers are aching again. I can't wait to get into the sun. So I'm walking from Tin Mines to, I think it's Tom Bollard today. So that's another 20-ish K day. So yeah, I think I got a bit of climbing. Go up to a fairly high point. Maybe not quite as much as yesterday, but not far off. There's another picnic table over there I hadn't noticed. If you want to be a bit further away from the road. So yeah, I'm going to get on with it. I'm pretty much following this Tin Mines trail all day again today, except for the last little bit from what I can tell. So I'm going to get walking. I'm going to climb for about 8 Ks. So that'll warm me up anyway. All right, I'll catch you later on. And it's definitely frosty this morning, probably close to zero. So some beautiful trees in this part of Wommargama National Park. So the walking's been pretty pleasant this morning. The climbing so far has been very, very gentle. Nothing to worry about. There's a lot of roos around. A lot of cockies giving me a hard time. And yeah, just easy fire trail kilometres. Not that I've got a great deal to do. But yeah, still very pleasant. I got another food drop tonight, so I wouldn't mind getting to camp at a reasonable hour. Sorting that out, it's my last one, then I'm into Albury. So just had brekkie, about 5 Ks in. We've gone in the space of an hour. I've gone from freezing cold fingers, where I was having to take them off the trekking pole and blow on them with my breath to try and keep them bearable, to within an hour to within the point of I'm basically down to a shirt and shorts now. Got rid of the thermals. And I was starting to sweat. It's amazing how quickly it heats up. If I'm lucky, I might get some internet at the high point today. I'll check the forecast for the run to Albury. The last thing I saw was a few days ago, and it was meant to rain on my last day. So we'll see if that's still holding true. The bark on these trees almost looks like scales. Perhaps I've been in the bush too long though. So I'm climbing up to the high point beside this. It's called Mount Jurgle. So I'm guessing that fire trail might go to the summit. I'm not sure. My track's up here. There's meant to be a fairly good lookout up here, so this is the high point of the day. For anyone planning along at home, we're probably talking around 800 metres, I guess. So yeah, I'm not on the Great Dividing Range anymore. I'm kind of west of it. Well, I haven't really been on the Great Dividing Range on any of this Hume and Hovell walk actually. I've pretty much been west of it the whole way. One thing about walking in autumn, touch wood, the weather has been absolutely sensational. I'm not there yet though. So, I've reached North Lookout. Can't see what the view's like, eh? Hopefully I can get some cell service up here and check the weather forecast and the fire app too. Whew. There you do go. I don't know if you can read that. You might have to freeze it. There's a bit of a haze around because of all the prescribed burns, I'm guessing. So that smoke in the distance is Bundaroo, where I walked around a couple of days ago. All right, after about 2 hours up at North Lookout, I'm on my way again. I've still got about 12 k's to go, so I thought I'd better get walking. Get into some rocks and native pines now. That's a lot more agreeable than the radiator pines. I'm walking along a ridge top now. Oh, by the way, I checked the weather. Looks like I'm good for the run in at Albury. I don't think I'm going to get rained on, which is pretty amazing. I haven't had to pull the wet weather gear on once this whole walk. Touch wood. Here's another rock to look at. So there's some pine down there that I'm meant to be making my way around, I think. I know there was a kind of detour a few months ago. I don't know if it's been put back to the original route or not yet. So if I have to do the closure detour, it adds a few k's, I think. So I'm on that closure detour now, beside this logging coop. Well, it's different to my digital map anyway. So I think this is going to add a couple of k's to the day. We'll see how we go. One thing about the pines is there's a bit of shade. So I've been walking around this pine forest for a bit over an hour now. I did stop for lunch. Once I get back on the track, I won't have far to go to get to Sam Bollard Camp. This little sandstone shelf would look good with a bit of water flowing down it. I mean, there's water trickling down now, but it's pretty dry. Okay, I've broken out on the pine coop. It's been clear felled. No signpost there, so I'm going to go around the boundary. If I go up to this tree line or somewhere up there and then swing across to the right, I should intersect with the official or the old track or my GPX track. We'll see how it all goes, eh? Well, I'm still on track. So I obviously guessed right before when I hit the plantation. So yeah, if the mark is missing and anyone comes through, swing left up the border between the eucalypts and the wasteland, and you'll be right. I go up to this corner up here, and that's where I re-meet the official alignment. I think I head back into the forest, which will be nice after this little bit. Okay, I'm back on the track. It's Saturday day, everyone's voting, so I don't think I'll get too many logging trucks rumbling along. Seems to be very quiet out there today. And that is the end of my Tin Mines Trail walk. I'll cross it again tomorrow morning. So I've been following Tin Mines since yesterday morning through Wommargama. I didn't realise this Sam Bolard had road access. I wonder if I'll be camping with someone else tonight. We'll see how we go, eh? Okay, this is Samuel Bollard Camp. Looks like there's a flash toilet and a shelter. Let's see if I can find a flat bit of dirt to put the tent up on. Maybe in there. I'll put the camera in and have a look around. Put the camera away and have a look around. Okay, so I'm up at Sam Bolard. I've retrieved my food container that I had stashed in the bushes. So I'm just sorting out the last bit of my food for my run into Albury. This is right on top of a ridge, so there's actually some good mobile service here tonight, so I might be able to watch the election results roll in. I think I might turn the camera around. I'm just in the middle of feeding my face with all my treats out of my food bag or food drop. I might turn the camera around and sign off before I forget. All right, day 18 on my Hume and Hovell walk. I'm up at Sam Bolard campsite, as I mentioned before. Today was a little bit longer than I thought, coming about 22 k's, and there's a lot more climbing, about 850 metres. I thought it was going to be about 450. There was the distance, and potentially a fair bit of the climbing was that kind of closure through that logging area. For anyone that's wondering, that's a pocket of private land in the national park, I think. Hume or Murray River Forest or someone, I think the company's called. So I suppose it's fair enough we don't walk through the middle of their private property. It was pretty much all on trail, all on tracks again today, like four-wheel drive tracks. So like yesterday, it was pretty kind of cruisy walk, and it was just one foot in front of the other. I think the scenery was better today, apart from the logging coop. I got into some granite rocks and some native pines, and there was some decent views. That North Lookout had a good view. And this is a really nice camp up here. Obviously you can drive into it, so there's a bit of graffiti in the shelter, but I don't think too many people would get into this one. All right, tomorrow's day 19, I think. I lose track of it a little bit. I'm heading to the Great Aussie Resort tomorrow, which is a caravan park down on Lake Hume. And I'm looking forward to my first shower in 10, 11, maybe 10 days. It's been a while. And I think I need to wash some clothes. This shirt's getting a bit dirty. All right, I will catch you in the morning. Now, I'm not going to muck around in the morning. I want to get there with enough time to kind of wash some clothes and dry some clothes. So I'm going to be off at the crack of dawn in the morning. All right, I'll see you then. This little bloke's been up on my table. Already once tonight. He's looking for a feed. It could be a long night. I don't want him chewing through the duplex. Yeah, he's looking nice and innocent, isn't he?